everyone. For today's science activity, we are going to be making a moving model of the solar system. Now, to do that, you are going to need to collect a few things. You are going to need a piece of black card, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, some colouring pens or pencils or crayons, a split pin, and you're going to need to print this template of the planets in the solar system, and you can find a link to do this by visiting the Surrey Library Lab blog. Now, there are 8 planets in the solar system, and these are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, there is an easy way to remember the planets in the solar system and the order that they are in, and that mnemonic is "My very educated mother just served us noodles." So if you remember that, you can always remember what the planets are and their order from Mercury to Neptune. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is colour in all of the planets and the sun on our template here. So I'm going to do that now. So I'll start by colouring in my planets and the sun here on my diagram. So once you've finished colouring, what we're going to do is get your piece of black card and we're going to cut 8 strips. So we're going to try and make them all about the same width, and we want them to cut them along the long side of the card. So here are my first 2 strips. So I'm going to cut some more until I've got 8 strips of card. So here are my 8 strips. So now what I'm going to do is cut out my sun. So the sun is going to be the centre of your model. There we go, there's my sun. And now we're going to start with the planet that is the furthest away from the sun, and that's Neptune. So I'm going to cut out my Neptune. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue Neptune onto one of my strips of card. Just like that. I'm now going to get my split pen and I'm going to make a hole in the middle of the sun. So you may need an adult to help you with this bit. And I'm also going to make a hole at the end of the strip of black card, and I'm going to push the split pen through the middle of the sun and then through the end of the strip of card with the Neptune planet. I'm now going to cut out the planet which is next closest to the sun, and that is Uranus. So there we go. And now I'm going to get my strip of black card, but before I stick my planet to the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop a little bit off of the end because the planet is a bit closer than Neptune. So now I've made the strip a bit shorter, I'm going to stick the planet to the end. And then I'm going to make a hole in the end of the strip, and I'm going to add it to my other planet. So now we've got both. So now I'm going to cut out the next planet that is nearest to the sun, and that is Saturn. So this time I'm going to get my strip of black card and I'm going to cut off more than last time. So I'm going to make the strip shorter than for the previous planet. I'm going to stick Saturn to the end of this shorter strip because Saturn is closer to the sun. I'm going to make a hole in the end and then I'm going to add it to the model. So you can see that the planets are getting closer to the sun. So I'm going to continue that for the other planets. Now, when you've finished, you should have something that looks like this. So you see all of the planets are in order and they get gradually closer to the sun from Neptune on the longest strip down to Mercury on the shortest strip because Mercury is closest to the sun. And because they're on the split pin in the centre, that means that you can move them all around the sun in the centre. Now I hope you have fun making this at home. We would love to see what you do, so please share with us at Surrey Libraries on Facebook and Twitter, and have a look at our YouTube channel, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.